It was one of the most welcoming and collaborative sets to work on. Both all of the actors in front of the camera, iconic Hollywood legends. Equally behind it, you had the amazing Chris Columbus as our director. So, and Amblin, Steven Spielberg company was producing. So, like every single department on this film was absolutely top notch. So, hopefully, I haven't dropped the ball.
Well, I mean, the fact is that a lot of the people in this cast have been doing their jobs longer than I have, and because of that, they know they're masters of their craft, and that's not only on screen but also off screen. Like, Piers, he's always painting his watercolors, and everyone does their own kind of meditative practice, and it was like a kind of I don't want to say a holiday camp because we were working incredibly hard.
It looked beautiful
Yes.
where you were, so I don't know.
It was beautiful, but I think the amazing thing is you do have that community spirit when the cameras are not rolling, because you're there for a lot longer than everyone realizes. Lasts 2 hours or whatever on screen, but you're there for months on end, hanging out.
Everyone I've spoken to has said how lovely Chris was as well to work with as a director.
Yeah.
Would you be keen to work with him in the future?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I told him the first time I met him that he was, kind of almost single-handedly responsible for kind of shaping my childhood. So the fact that I then got to work with him was like my absolute dream scenario. So he's a fantastic leader, and he's also, he's used to shepherding beloved books all the way onto screen. And that's what he did with the Harry Potters, and I think he's absolutely smashed it out of the park again with this.
I was there on Pierce Brosnan's last day of filming, and it was just so joyful and happy and really genuinely. I know the cast, the core cast particularly, have talked about this, and I wasn't a part of that because I wasn't there all the time, but I witnessed it and I felt it. And actually I texted Chris Columbus afterwards, and I just said, I've been on a lot of sets in my life, and that was the nicest, most well-run, most sort of gentle set I've ever been on. It just felt really happy, and he was just, he said, yeah, I just try my best to do that.
It was one of the loveliest, friendliest sets. We filmed in a sort of lovely stately home somewhere in North London, I think, and it was beautiful weather almost the whole time we shot. And I remember just sitting under a tree in the shade, getting some rest between setups, and Pierce Brosnan came, sat down next to me, and we had a lemonade, had a chat. But that was the sort of atmosphere on set. It was very relaxed and very convivial. It was lovely.